main topic is about whether New Zealand should be involved in the fight against Islamic State, and it'll be the arguments for being in the fight and the arguments against being in the fight. You've got a number of risks. Your foremost risk that people would be most familiar with is the risk of terrorism and the fear that something could happen to them as a result of New Zealand getting engaged in this conflict. The larger term risk is in terms of regional stability or instability as the Middle East disintegrates and the risk of war spreading out of that region. If it spreads further, then obviously we have to get involved and we have to try to contain it. There's 143 Kiwis over there right now who will be being shot at a very short space of time. If you care about them, you need to be concerned. If you're concerned about the larger regional security, which borders on international security, yes, we need to be concerned. This is the biggest threat, the biggest military threat that we've seen for decades. More than that, this is the first time that New Zealand has deployed troops for a very long time. You need this to be settled through global mechanisms, ultimately through the United Nations. The way this will ultimately be solved is that parts of the Middle East may need to be redivided. We need to be thinking more about the way that countries sit at the moment and the protection of the communities within those countries. They should come along if they're interested in current affairs. They should come along if they're interested in about security, military security, and the role of New Zealand in fighting the biggest international challenge that we've had for a very long time. If you want to learn more about the reasons that New Zealand's involved in Iraq, about how this may play out, what the implications are for us as individuals and for the country, and if not for the community as a whole, come to my lecture on the 7th of May and on the 14th of May thereafter.
The University of Waikato, where the world is going.